Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com. KeishaGems.com.
Welcome to Just Dropping Gems, proud partner of Rude Rangers Unite Entertainment. We can now be found on Roku and on the Rude Rangers app. Be sure to download the app on your iOS or Android devices. My guest on this show today is Gloria Washington-Mines. Her goal is to support the community in their quest to be and live a more healthier lifestyle. Gloria's healthy home and body is focused on adding more years to your life and more life to your years, starting with your home, body, and spirit. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Just Dropping Gems podcast. I'm so excited to have my guest on today. Her name is Gloria Washington-Mines. Thank you so much, Gloria, for coming on this episode of Just Dropping Gems podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure to be here and to be talking with you.
Oh, that's great. Now, I have to let everyone know that Gloria is actually one of my colleagues. We both have a show on Roku TV on Rude Rangers Unite channel. So I'm so excited that we are both starting off this adventure together. So I'm just so excited to be here with one of my colleagues who actually has her own show. And I'm just here, I like to talk about holistic health and wellness, and I'm all about the mind, body, and spirit and how we could heal on those levels.
Yes.
So Gloria, I understand that you actually were in the beauty industry for over 20 years.
Yes, actually, I have been in the beauty industry for over 40 years.
Oh, 40 years.
Yes, I was in business for 20.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so my goal was to, really master the beauty industry. And I taught cosmetology for 8 years. I trained and was a part of the big hair shows. And my last goal was to have my own business.
Oh, okay.
So when I moved to Warwick, New York, I discovered there were no ethnic, multicultural beauty salons in the area. So I knew that was my opportunity to open up my own business, because I just, I always knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know when and where. And so God gave me this opportunity to come and open up a business where there were no services for ethnic and multicultural families. So so there was like a couple of salons in Middletown, but there were none in Monroe, Chester, Warwick, all the local little towns. There were really no ethnic salons. So my husband and I, we moved here, and we had, we bought a new house, and I really didn't have a lot of money, but I opened with $1,500 with my own money. My husband loaned me he paid the too much rent and security, and my brother loaned me $1,000. That's how I opened up my first business.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was news, it was like, it blew my mind to come from a place where there was a salon on every corner, and to come, and I was news where I was in every newspaper. Ethnic salon opens, Black African-American salon opens. It was just amazing to get coverage from newspapers about a salon opening up in the area, because the Caucasian salons did not service multicultural families and ethnic families.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
So what made you, I know recently you actually closed shop, right?
Yes.
So what made you want to transition into a different field, being that it seems as though you were very successful in that field that you were in, the beauty industry?
Well, like I said, it's been like over 40 years. That's one. The second thing is I had an operation on my rotator cuff. I had an operation on my foot, and I did not want to have another operation. My well-being, and my total overall health concerns were at play at this point. And I didn't want to have another operation. My left shoulder started hurting, and it's because of the physicality that's involved in doing what I do. And so I had to make a decision. Plus the chemicals over a period of years, the smoke that comes from the flat iron, all those little things come into play after a while. And I just felt like I had did everything I set out to do in this industry. It was time for me to make a decision to exit. And I've always been a part of the health and wellness industry. Even when I had my business, I ventured out into different health and wellness businesses. So I always was about being healthy and supplements. Matter of fact, I made sure my clients were on some sort of supplements for them that was suitable for them. And so I always believed in that. So it was easy for me to transition into the health and wellness because I've always been a part of the health and wellness industry.
Ooh, I love hairdressers like you or cosmetologists. I love that because I remember my loctician, sounds very similar. She was all into not just doing your hair, but also like things to make your hair grow. What are you taking in internally? She wasn't just there, do your hair. If something's going on with your hair, she wanted to know what's going on in your life. Why is your hair not growing at the same rate as it used to grow before? So that's wonderful. I love that because not all cosmetologists or hairdressers are like that. You just come, do your hair, and that's that. So
exactly, you're absolutely right. And I had a diagnostic form for every client to fill out. So that way I could see exactly what's going on with them. Are they taking medication? How often do they wash their hair? Do they have any chemicals in their hair? Because this kind of told me and painted a picture for me as to what was going on with their hair when they came to me with any type of situation. And, I feel so blessed to have had clientele where all of them had healthy hair. I didn't specialize in weaves. I specialized in healthy hair. So all of my clients had healthy hair. And if you came to me and your hair wasn't healthy, if you stuck with me, your hair was going to be healthy because I was going to make sure of that.
Nice. That's beautiful. So now that after 40 years of being in the beauty industry, what have you transitioned into now? I know you're doing health and wellness, but can you explain to the audience exactly what you are doing now?
Yes, I'm working with a company that has been in business for 35 years. And they are a health and wellness online shopping club. They help families convert their homes into a healthy home because a lot of times it really starts with the home. We can make ourselves feel better and look better, but if we don't, clear out our homes in terms of toxins in our home, then we're really doing ourselves a disservice. So we help you transition and get rid of all those old products that we kind of grew up with that are so toxic. And when you clean your bathroom, you literally got to run out of the bathroom because you can't take the smell. So we can help you convert your home into healthier products for your home. And then we also have nutrition. We have essential oils. We have deodorants, toothpaste, you name it. We have over 600 products. So you're not going 2 or 3 different places to discover or get your products. You're getting them in one place because we are a health and wellness online shopping club. And this company makes their own product right here in the USA. So that's another great difference with this company. The audience, you're going to notice that I'm saying this company because they don't advertise. So as a result of them not advertising, I'm not at liberty to say their name, but there will be a link for you to go directly to the website.
Yes, that information will be in the show notes. So if you're interested in learning more about this company that she's referring to, you'll get that information that will take you straight to her homepage or website.
Correct? Yes.
So yes, that's beautiful. One of the things that's really important to me is women's health. And we don't realize as women, especially because to be honest, you know, if you think about wives, mothers, we're the ones that clean.
Yes.
And we don't realize the connection with fibroids, women's issues, dealing with the cleaning products,
Yes.
how it affects our hormones, and how we could have hormonal imbalances because of the chemicals that we're inhaling in these products. You know, so I'm not going to name any products in particular, but I'm so passionate about that, as I actually make my own cleaning products. So it's nice that not everyone's gonna be like me. They're gonna want to go make their own stuff, because I make everything, soap, lotion. You know, I just make my own stuff. But you know, it's nice that there's a company where people could actually purchase these items, and so they could have a cleaner home environment. Because when I look at when I think about the environment, and when you live holistically, it's mind, body, and spirit. So it's not just what you're putting internally, it's also our external environment. So
Absolutely.
This episode is sponsored by #Pure Romance by Venice. Venice Richards, your Pure Romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today. Info in the show notes or description box below if you are watching this on YouTube.
Absolutely right. And the spiritual part is just as important. You know, I created an environment in my salon that my clients, we were family. We prayed together. You know, I prayed over their head and their scalp. You know, I prayed when they said something that was going on with their family, I would be praying unbeknownst to them about their situation. So you're absolutely right. We have to be connected to God. You know, if someone else wants to call it God something else or someone else, that's up to them. But for me, it's God, you know, that I'm connected to. He's my source. You know, he's the person that has given me this opportunity to just help women all over, you know, and be a part of their lives, be a part of their journey. And they're helping me at the same time, you know, because I'm learning so much from these wonderful professional women that God has blessed me to come in contact with. So it's a blessing to be a woman.
Most definitely. And I like how you touched on that as well, because we talk about mind, body, and spirit. Yes, spirit's very important. What you're feeding your spirit.
Yes.
You know? So on that level, I could definitely see that. Even coming into your salon, I'm just imagining what it was like. I could just imagine what the atmosphere was like, being that you had that kind of presence there.
Yes, it was. And people noticed it and they mentioned it. They commented on it, opposed to other salons that they've gone in. They could feel a presence. They can feel the spirit. They can feel that they were wanted. They can feel the kindness. Customers, I didn't even call them customers, they were clients. They got to know each other, you know, and became friends through my salon. So it was just a really great atmosphere. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, beautiful. Can you tell us a little about your show that you have on Roku TV?
Yes. Oh, man, this is so exciting. Rudy Breedy daughter is coming to me from the age of 6. She is now in college.
Okay.
And so I know the family very well, Gretchen, the whole family. And so when Rudy found that I was going to be retiring, and because he had become a local celebrity around here in Warwick, okay, himself. And so he proposed the idea to me, you know what, Gloria, if you would like, you can come on my show and talk about your products and let people know what's going on with you now. And I was like, really? I was like blown away by that and excited about it and said, why not? So that's how I got involved with Rude Rangers United TV, was through Rudy Breedy. And so my show is interviewing people who have used the product, people who have had results in terms of weight loss, and commercials advertising and talking about the product. Now, I'm also in the process of making it even more professional because it's like, I don't want to use the term I was thrown into this industry, but I was blessed into this industry. Mm-hmm. I know nothing about production and video and all of that stuff. So I started doing the videos through my laptop. So now I realize if I want to grow an audience, I have to do this thing right. So I'm in the process of getting a camera. Mm-hmm. And I got a trainer, a young lady in my church, who is going to be helping me, train me how to edit and so forth. So okay. I'm getting ready to do this thing right. So the videos that are up there now are videos that I kind of done myself based on what I know. And so I really, really want to reach the audience. And I really wanted to be a broad show where we're talking about everything holistic. So people can have an opportunity to grab what they need and learn, not just my products, but just a whole gamut of people and ideas around holistic living.
That is beautiful. I know I've watched some episodes of your show. To me, I thought the video quality was really good and what you did was good so far. So I can't wait to see what it looks like. I can't wait to see what it looks like when you really, get into the swing of production and all that. But you did a really good job. And I just I love holistic health and living this lifestyle is really great because it really helps with your health. It helps to keep you centered. I'm really about prayer and meditation, and being still and waiting for the answers to arrive to me.
Yes,
so,
yes.
And even like with you, I started doing this podcast because I was directed to. Just like you. I knew nothing at the time about podcasts, but it came to me. You should do a podcast. So wow. I'm just following my calling and stepping out into my purpose. And I love connecting with people who are also doing the same. What do you see so far as the future for you or your 2020 beyond this?
Well, I see a future of really, really touching people's lives through their healing with more natural products. Mm-hmm. One of my customers just ordered a product for high blood pressure through the health and wellness company that I'm with. Mm-hmm. And so I am anxiously waiting because I've been told that the product has helped with high blood pressure, but I'm anxiously waiting my personal testimony with her to see if it works for her. So the whole goal is to get people off so much prescription medication. I understand that you do have to take some sort of prescription medication sometimes, depending on what you're going through. Mm-hmm. But my goal is to help women realize, and men realize, that if they start with a more healthy approach, then you'll be less likely to have to really look to prescription medication. If you start to take care of yourself now, and to really realize that the home is where it begins as well, to stay healthy. Why are you having colds all the time? Why are you having flus all the time? What's going on spiritually, okay, as well as what's going on in your home, to have this reoccurrence, because I know that I'm guilty of that in terms of just having these reoccurrent situations of bronchitis. And I know it's from the shop. I know it was from my home with the toxic products I had in my home, and possibly it could have been from my lack of spiritual connection on a regular basis, Mm-hmm. So all of these things, as you stated earlier, ties in. So it's just to make people aware and grab a hold to what you need through what I'm giving you, so that way it can change your life from your perspective and what you need, because everything is not for everybody.
This is true. This is definitely true. So, Gloria, I have to say it's a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule and coming on to this podcast. Do you have any final words for my audience?
Well, I'm just happy to be a part of the health and wellness industry. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on the podcast and just have a word to the public. And I branded myself in the beauty industry, and I plan on branding myself in the health and wellness industry. I plan on doing my very best. And if there's any questions, or if there's anything that people want to see, that they want to hear, that they want more clarity on, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear your story. I would love to hear how I can help. If you are looking for something in particular, I would love to help you get where you need to be at. And I look forward to you coming on my show. We'll stay in touch with that, but I want you to come on my show too.
It's funny. I was about to say that. I'm looking forward to coming on your show. You beat me to it.
Absolutely. Yes.
So Gloria, thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Just Dropping Gems podcast. Peace and blessings to you and much abundance.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to Just Dropping Gems. Proud partner of Rude Rangers United Entertainment. We can be found on Roku and on the Rude Rangers app, which can be downloaded on your iOS or Android devices. This episode is sponsored by Dropping Gems Publishing and Dropping Gems Academy. Be sure to visit our website where we offer holistic solutions with the soul in mind. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at droppinggems.com. If you are interested in being a sponsor or advertising on this podcast, you can contact us at KeishaChristian.com or email us at KeishaGems@gmail.com. Much abundance to you. Peace and blessings.